The 5 of you are floating 200 feet in the air. You're holding hands in a human chain to keep from drifting too far apart as you reach the ceiling of this massive chamber. Below you, you can barely make out the glowing yellow flower that reversed your gravity to send you upwards. Stomping around this massive cavern, you see gargantuan rock golems who are still trying to attack the walled-off cylinder in the center of this chamber. You're here investigating the source of a disturbance in the growth. Daughter Ash gave you a tracking pendant, and it led you here, to a massive domed structure in the growth made of interlocking branches. Erica, you're the first one to reach the top of this room. With your one free hand, you pull yourself along the tangled branches of the ceiling to maneuver into the hole leading upward. You peek your head through the hole and see the interior of a small, well-lit tunnel. The tunnel is only a few feet wide, about 6 feet tall, and extends off in both directions for a few dozen feet, and then it curves out of sight. The walls are made of tangled branches. Hanging from the ceiling every few feet, there are globes of warm light. Other than that, the tunnel is empty. What do you do?
I want to make sure that there's, like, no other living things around me.
Okay, can you make a perception check?
Bud, I sure can. That's a 19.
Okay, great. Yeah, you just kind of like with your head sticking up through this hole, your body still like floating above the room below you. Yeah, you look around, there's like a thick covering of leaves on all of the walls of this tunnel, and like you take a good look down both directions and there's like no movement. There's no moving or even like slight disturbances in the very still chamber.
Cool. Then I am going to pull the party up one by one. Well, pull myself up and then pull the party up one by one.
Great. Yeah. As you like step out of this hole and onto the tunnel floor, your gravity goes back to normal. You're no longer floating. It seems like only when you're like over the flower, like straight above it, do you remain floating. So yeah, you all climb out into the tunnel. Whew. The otter that isn't water transforms back into a little bronze dragon and like flaps its wings a few times to fly up into the hole, and then just kind of like sits on the floor of this tunnel.
Is the tunnel running, like, would it intersect with the center of the dome, or would it seem like it's going around it?
Yeah, I would say you would know this because you were probably like watching as you were rising up. It looks like it's pointing to one way is pointing towards the center of the dome and one way is pointing away from it.
Okay. So it seems like we have to go that way to go towards the center of the dome. I don't know what's behind us. Probably more of Matthew's nasty trap plants.
Oh. I thought we don't go to any of Matthew's nasty trap plants, but to the singing instead.
They nasty.
Cool. Let's head down the hallway, and it's well lit this time, so hopefully we'll see them.
Yeah, I wonder what those are. Can I examine one of the globe things?
Yeah, make an investigation check.
Sure. Investigation. 13 plus 2, 15.
Yeah, you take a look at these like glowing things hanging from the roof of this tunnel. Also, Jasmin and Max both need to like kind of like hunch over a bit. This tunnel is not very tall, so it's easy. You're like right at eye line with these little things, and they look like fruits. Closest you could compare would be like a peach in size and shape.
Closest you compare.
Oh, no, wait, I'm wrong. They are pears. They're
I want them to be little butt-shaped things.
No, they're butt-shaped. Don't worry. I would never take that away from you. Somewhere between a peach and a pear.
A pear with a butt.
Can I try and pluck one?
Yeah, you reach up, give it a little twist, and it comes right off. And you now have a glowing fruit in your hand.
Is it hot?
It is a little bit warm.
Are you going to eat that?
Hey, Max, want to eat this?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it looks like a peach. Those are fun.
Looks like a pear.
It does look like a peach. But maybe we shouldn't go around eating glowing fruit immediately. We can make sure it's safe when we're not in this weird place. Probably. If that's okay, I don't want to like tell you can't what you can and can't eat.
Nah, you're probably right. The last one I ate did hurt a little bit.
What did it taste like?
You mean the nasty juice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew's nasty juice?
Yeah, what did it taste like? Describe the mouthfeel to us. How was the umami?
Well, it was sort of like spicy, but more. It was kind of like eating a jellyfish.
Have you eaten a jellyfish?
It's what I imagine eating a jellyfish would taste like.
I think the next time we see Trinket, we should ask if they have a fantasy EpiPen to keep on hand for Max.
It does sound like a very good idea.
Yeah.
All right, let's head down this hall.
Okay. Haul time.
I will put the glowing peach in my bag.
Okay, great. Yeah, you make your way down the tunnel, heading towards the center of the dome. You have to walk in single file because it's pretty narrow. And as you walk, the little bronze dragon is like padding along behind your group and is whistling a little tune.
Adorable.
Jasmin, you recognize it as the same song you've been hearing just like on repeat in your head for hours.
I think Jasmin is probably humming it too. Not entirely consciously.
Yeah, you're singing in sync.
Hey, Jasmin. You're singing the dragon song.
Is it a drag? Oh, hey.
It's this. How do you know this dragon song?
I kind of feel it. It's coming from where we're going. I don't know, Cody. I don't know why I can hear it and you can't, and apparently the dragon can.
This is weird. I don't know what to make of it.
You can do magic.
It doesn't feel bad. It feels lonely, but it doesn't feel like it wants to hurt us.
The dragon kind of like looks up at both of you as you talk and gives a little like chirp, chirp.
Oh, that's so cute.
I know I should probably be more wary of this thing, but it's so cute in this form.
Hey, wait a minute.
What?
Hey, dragon, you made me run a really far way out of town. And then you ripped space and time apart to bring me to my friends. Why are we walking? Can you, like, just zip us there?
The dragon, like, looks at you and kind of, like, tilts its head to the side. And then it reaches out one of its little clawed hands, I guess, and touches it to your ankle, like, where your pants don't quite reach the top of your socks, and it like presses it against your skin, and you are suddenly not in the tunnel anymore.
What?
You are
Just Cody?
Yep. You see Cody standing there. But Cody, you see yourself in a forest, but everything is like really big and you're like very tiny, like the size of a cat or something, and you feel exhausted. And you just kind of like curl up under some branches and lay down and close your eyes. And then you feel the dragons lift its paw off of your ankle and you're back in the tunnel.
I didn't eat any of the glowing peach, did I?
No, I put it in my bag. It's safe.
Okay, I was just in the big forest and I fell asleep. Don't worry about it.
What?
Dragon, you got some weird stuff.
I'm sorry. What?
It touched my ankle, and then I went into a forest and fell asleep.
No, you didn't.
Maybe it was trying to tell you something?
That I should take a nap? I don't like it when my mom makes me take a nap.
Oh, someday, kid.
As a quick reminder, the question you just asked was, why can't you just teleport us?
Oh, Alan knows the answer.
Great, cool. Just wanted to make sure.
Cody isn't good at metaphors just yet.
Okay, great.
No, more like an answer to your question. It probably can't talk, so
Oh, was it saying it's tired?
probably.
Can we go?
After like a few minutes of walking down this narrow tunnel, Erica, I assume you're in the front since you have dark vision.
Yes. I mean, yeah. Yeah.
Cool. You were also the first person out of the hole, so that would make sense. So after a few minutes of walking, Erica, you see an end to this tunnel. And as you all round that final corner, there's about like 15 or 20 feet to the end of the tunnel. You notice that there aren't any of those glowing fruits down here. And the space beyond the end of the tunnel is pitch black. Erica, you can see in the dark with your moon shades, and you can see that this tunnel ends and then leads into a larger chamber.
So it looks like it gets dark up there.
Nice.
I would say we should be sneaky.
Cool.
Something we're very good at
Yep.
up to this point.
Mm-hmm.
And let's not light any lights yet. Let's see if I can see what's in there.
Okay. I think I can make this easier for me, at least. And Jasmin will pull up her menu and turn into teacup.
All right, great. You watch Jasmin clicks her menu together, selects something, and now she's a kitty cat. She's Teacup, the little goblin.
I think it's been less than an hour since I lit my jumpsuit cape on.
Okay.
I would think. So Cody will, if it's still on, Cody will dispel the light on his cape.
Great. So you are all now standing in like pretty dark, like close to darkness. The lights from the tunnel behind you, you can still see a little bit, but ahead it's very dark. Jasmin, as a goblin, you have dark vision, so you can also see down this tunnel.
You guys like stop us if we're about to crash into something?
Meow.
Yes.
Great. Let's go.
Cool. Okay, so what are you doing?
We're creeping forward as quietly as possible, like very slowly. And I just want to see what's ahead of us.
Okay, so Erica and Jasmin, you two make perception checks, and everyone, including you two, makes stealth checks.
Stealth checks.
All right. What is a goblin's perception?
I believe you have your regular perception.
I rolled a 4.
Oh my gosh.
3 + 2, 5.
Oh,
I
good.
got a 12 for the perception and 17 for stealth.
I got a 9 for stealth.
Oh, just kidding. I got a 19 for stealth.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. My perception is a 15. My stealth as Jasmin is pretty terrible, but I imagine...
I believe as Teacup, you get +4.
All right. That would be a 21 then for stealth.
All right. No one notices the little goblin or Erica. All right. So Erica, you cautiously creep down to the end of this tunnel. As you're making your way down, you feel like something brush against your ankle, and you see that Teacup, the goblin, has kind of like slid by you to the end of the tunnel. And as you're like getting closer, you can see that the chamber beyond is like a wide, low-ceilinged room. You stop short of the end of the tunnel because you realize there are like scratches on the ground at the mouth of the tunnel. And as you stop, you feel thump, thump, thump. As Cody, Zan, and Max all just kind of like thump into your back. They didn't know to stop walking. It's very dark. But yeah, Erica, you can see that like the branches and leaves around the mouth of this tunnel are like shredded. There's like deep gouges in the larger branches, and the leaves and twigs have been scratched off.
From inside the chamber?
What's up? Why are we stopping?
You are still like, you're at the edge of the tunnel, like where all these scratches are.
Okay. Something is in here or has been.
Okay.
Is it something nice? Hopefully.
Jasmin Goblin has, I think, like her tail is up and all bushy, and she's cut, and her ears are like laying flat.
Yeah, Erica, you can see that. You can tell that it's not good.
I kind of want to know what it is, though.
So, I don't know if we're going to be able to sneak around it we might have to fight it.
Fuck yeah.
Can either Jasmin or Erica tell do maybe a check to see if we can tell anything about what left these marks?
Yeah, make an investigation check. You can each make one.
All right.
17.
2, 10.
Jasmin, with being so low to the ground and being a different size, you can't really tell much other than scritchy scratches. But Erica, from your vantage point, you can see that it looks like claw marks, and you're guessing something quite a bit bigger than a large dog. I don't know how you would know anything more than that. Big ol' scratches. Scritchy scratch.
Big scratchy.
Big scratchums.
Okay, so on the count of 3, I'm going to light up the room, and I want you all to be ready to attack. Got it?
Fuck yeah.
I hope.
Meow. I think Cat Jasmin is gonna hide.
Okay. Yeah, you snake back through the many pairs of legs till you're at the back.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Erica casts Dancing Lights.
Ah! Zan screams and pushes past you into the room. All right, great. So this room has been revealed. It's a wide chamber with a pretty low ceiling, maybe 8 feet high. So taller than the tunnel. The tall ones of you can now stand up straight. Everything is covered in a thick blanket of ivy and bushes and leaves. Around the tunnel entrance, there are all those claw marks on the ground, but beyond that, the room is thick with vegetation. On the far other side of the chamber, maybe 60 or so feet away, you can see another tunnel like the one you're in, leading further towards the center of the dome. I'm going to use Erica and Jasmin's same perception check rolls to tell you that when you burst into this room and these lights come on, you see something twitch in the ivy, and then a creature leaps out of the bushes and tries to claw down one of these dancing lights. So this creature breaks up its big meaty arms and tries to slap down the light and just passes straight through it. And then it turns and sets its green eyes on all of you. It has a long lizard-like body, maybe 8 feet or so, muscular, 6 legs. It looks like it could be perfectly camouflaged with the ivy around it if it weren't moving, but it's got these thorns all over its body. And you watch as its 2 long tails shift ever so slightly as it sets its eyes on you.
Would you say it's a plant?
You don't know. Looks like a big ol' spiky lizard.
With 6 legs.
I'm gonna need everyone to roll initiative.
Yeah!
All right. Sam loves fighting.
Let Zan do a hit.
6.
Gonna do a hit.
Also 6.
6 for Cody?
Are you guys kidding me?
That's the third 4 I've rolled, but also I get to roll again. Yeah.
Mine is 15.
15. Great.
Mine is also 15, so...
God fucking damn it. Well, Jasmin goes first because she has higher dex.
Here's the thing. I feel like we would have had advantage on fighting this thing because it attacks the lights first.
So, yes. So the thorny monster's first turn, it uses attacking those lights.
Okay.
And then you all get to go after that. I need Cody, Erica, and Max. What are your dex modifiers?
0.
0.
Also 0.
I want Max to go before me. That's the only thing I care about.
All right. You can pick your order.
I'll go last.
Okay.
Water got a 3.
Water gets to roll initiative?
Mm-hmm.
That's so cute.
Nice.
Hat roll initiative.
Hat rolls over.
First up is the little bronze dragon,
Ooh.
who has peeked its head between Erica's legs to kind of look out into this chamber, looks around, and it's hackles go up a little bit, and it backs up very slowly till it's in the tunnel and hidden away.
Aw.
And that's the dragon's turn. It looks very nervous.
Aw.
Jasmin, it's your turn.
Would it be possible for me to sneak into the tunnel and stay hidden, but try and move further into it. I think Jasmin is worried that this is not the only one of its kind here and is trying to figure out if there are more.
I would say that you're small and stealthy enough that, yeah, you could attempt to run into this chamber and like look around, do a perception check and see if there are any more of them.
10 plus 4, 14.
Great. Yeah. So the little goblin sneaks into this chamber. It is now very well lit. And this creature like knows you're there, but you're able to kind of like skirt around it. And you see a couple things in this chamber. One, there is a Matthew's nasty trap plant.
Tramp plant.
Tramp
Tramp plant.
It's the new slut moment.
Matthew's nasty tramp.
Matthew's nasty tramp. There's one on the ground about halfway between like the tunnel that you're leading and the tunnel on the other side of this big chamber. There are 2 other thorny monsters hidden in the bushes. They are each about 30 feet away from this tunnel entrance that you've all come out of. And they're kind of like spread out in a semicircle around it.
Do I have enough like movement left that I can get back to the group?
Yes. Yeah. You can squeeze your way back into the tunnel.
Okay. Cat Jasmin rushes back through and like through everyone's legs and turns back into Jasmin on the other side and says, there's 2 more of them and also a nasty trap plant. They're in the bushes.
Nice. More to go around.
Zan, it's your turn.
Yeah. Would you say that the creature has already acted?
Yes, it got a surprise attack.
Damn it. Okay.
But the other 2, which I'll say you now know where they are because Jasmin told you, they have not attacked. So you have 1 thorny plant about 30 feet off to the left, 1 thorny creature about 30 feet off to the right, and 1 thorny creature in the center.
And where's the trap plant in relation to those 3?
It's like a couple feet beyond the monster in the middle.
Okay.
Directly in your line of sight to the other tunnel.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
On the one that I can see.
You can see all of them.
Oh, well then I'll do one of the other ones, the other 2.
Okay. You want left or right?
Left.
Great. Yep. You cast Hunter's Mark on the one on the left.
And then I'm going to summon my bow and I'm going to pull back and shoot that one.
Great. Roll an attack.
All right. Okay. That's a 14 plus 2, which is a 16. Okay. But I get advantage because it hasn't gone yet.
Correct.
That's an 18 plus 2, which is a 20.
Great. You pull back on your bow and a shimmering ethereal arrow appears and you loose it. It flies straight for this thing's head. And then you watch as the image of it flickers a little as the arrow passes straight through. And the creature is completely undisturbed by this.
What the? Okay. I don't like that. I am unhappy with this turn of events.
Sam looks pretty dejected.
What the fuck?
The Charlie Brown Christmas Time is Here song starts playing.
Max, it's your turn next.
I am going to summon the javelin and put the sword away.
I assume when you say put the sword away, you just kind of throw it on the ground. Discard for later.
I can hit 2 buttons. Unsummon sword, summon javelin.
Oh, it doesn't have an unsummon button.
But I can just push the button again.
Yeah, it appears in your hand when you do that.
Okay.
I think you now have a sword and a javelin in one hand.
In the same hand?
We haven't really gone into the details of this. Yeah, it's not ideal.
It's a bit of a system glitch there. Can you just keep pushing it while more appear?
No, the same one appears.
Mm-hmm.
I'll stick the sword in the ground, point down next to me, and then I throw the javelin at it. And it goes all the way to the floor.
Nice.
I thought you were saying the javelin does.
It does, because it's a 9.
All right, Max, you pull back on this javelin and let it fly towards the creature, and it sails over its head. Just kind of like sticks into the bushes beyond it.
Shit.
It growls at you.
Still not real good at that.
Right? I think it's Erica's turn now.
Okay, I am going to, for the first one, the one that is in the middle.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
What is a save for that, right?
Wisdom.
It got a 11.
That, it matches. Does that mean it succeeds or fails?
Succeeds.
The creature does save.
Okay. I am going to use a bonus action to give Cody a point of bardic inspiration.
Great.
Ooh.
I'm going to sing. What am I going to sing?
Oh, is that not the singing?
Yeah, I thought that was part of the song.
It really wasn't. I'm going to say, Cody, you're doing really great. Save our butts. That's why the dragon brought you. And that is going to be...
So, Cody, you can roll a d6 to add to any d20 roll.
Okay, thank you.
Next up is Cody.
Cody's looking at these three creatures, heard this song. He's like, okay, well, I can't let him down now. And so he pulls out one of his cards and he's like, well, Flowl, let's even the odds. And he presses a button on his wrists. And you now see 4 Codys. Cody has cast Mirror Image.
Good.
And I imagine they're all kind of crammed into the tunnel with everybody.
Yep.
Okay, great. This tunnel is extremely full.
Great.
And I'll get into more later. Basically, I can force a creature to target a duplicate rather than me.
Great.
But we'll get to that if that ever happens. And then as a bonus action, Cody calls up Water to his arms. He's like, okay, girl, you got this. And he presses a button on his spell, and a glowing magical energy comes out of him and into Water as he has just cast Dragon's Breath on Water.
Okay. Next up is Water's turn. Please describe to me what Water does now.
Dragon's Breath is I touch one willing creature and imbue it with the power to spew magical energy from its mouth, provided it has one. I can choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or poison damage. And until the spell ends, which is concentration up to 1 minute, the creature can use an action to exhale energy of the chosen type in a 15-foot cone.
Well, all right, hold on. Oliver, does Water have a mouth? How many mouths does Water have?
Absolutely, Water has a mouth.
Water does have a mouth.
It's canon.
I believe the rules of familiars is that they can't attack.
I have looked this up online.
Great.
Because it does not say it has to attack. It says it uses an action. Familiars can do an action in battle.
Fucking perfect. Good. Great.
So Water runs forward about halfway towards the middle one, about 15 feet away, and she opens her mouth, and out comes a cone of cold energy. So the creature must do a dexterity saving throw.
All right. Ooh, it got a 19.
It saves. So it takes half damage
Okay.
of 3d6. That's half of 9 damage.
4.
All right. Yeah. You see Water run towards this thorny creature and open her little mouth, and just a big cone of frost, I guess, comes out. And you watch as like the leaves, like the ivy that's on the ground around her, just kind of like crystallizes with this like coating of ice. And the thorny creature just go and try to dodge out of the way, but it still gets hit by it a little bit and takes 4 points of cold damage.
Go, Water! You did good!
Next up is the thorny creatures. So that one in the middle, well, I guess seeing this small creature try to kill it is gonna run up and try to bite Water.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sorry for this, but oh, great. It rolled an 8 to hit Water.
Doesn't it match the animal that she is?
Yes.
Which I think I was basing it off weasel.
That makes sense.
What's the armor class of a weasel?
13.
Yes. Okay.
So it doesn't hit.
It does not hit. Tries to take a bite, but Water is too quick.
Water weasels out of it.
She weasels right out of the way. And then the creature on the far right of the room moves forward about 20 feet and kind of growls and like raises its hackles at you. It is now 10 feet away from your party. And that's all they can do for their turn. So next up is the dragon, which will, let's see. The dragon scurries back between all of your legs into this open chamber, rears up, flaps her wings, and flies across to the other side of the room, landing in that open tunnel.
Okay, bye.
It is now over there.
Thanks.
Jasmin, it's your turn.
I think Jasmin is probably backed up a little bit more. She's kind of like angling to still be able to see through the press of bodies in the mouth of the tunnel.
Yeah. There's at least 4 Codys.
Yes. But if she can see the center one, I think she'll hold up the staff that she was given and kind of like put both hands on it, look at it and be like, okay, please work. And try and cast Moonbeam.
Great. What is the save on Moonbeam?
So, yeah, Moonbeam is con save.
Constitution. They got a 3.
Nope.
I assume this was the one in the middle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, a giant pillar of beautiful whitish pink light erupts right where this thorny creature is standing. Roll damage.
It wouldn't happen to be a shape changer, would it?
Nope.
Okay. Was just checking. 2d10 radiant. That would be 17 radiant damage.
Holy shit. All right.
It's a lot of damage. Dang.
It is a lot of damage. This beam of bright light appears and you all have to like shield your eyes for a second. And when you look back, the thorny creature is just kind of a pile of leaves and kind of lets out a like...
Sounded like you said bruh.
Why, is just fucking dead. Zan, you see that creature off to the left that you were aiming at vanishes, and as you turn around, you look at the creature on the right, and it has also vanished.
Stupid illusion monsters.
I didn't think you would all roll so badly, and then Jasmin would roll incredibly well.
Sorry.
I mean, I rolled well. I was just aimed at the wrong thing. Didn't even have enough time to try another strategy.
Sorry, Talia.
That's okay. Maybe there are more of them.
I hope there are.
Mm-hmm. You can't see me, Oliver, but I'm making big doe eyes at you.
4 Codys walk up to Jasmin and say, "Give me a high five."
Which one of you?
Pick which one. Pick which one.
And then all of them dissipate except for the real one. Oh, sorry, me.
Jasmin will very tentatively high five Cody.
I thought you were gonna make her do an attack roll.
No.
You want me to roll for high five? I will.
How much damage does your high five do to Cody?
Amazing. As the group of you are just kind of standing there congratulating yourself, you hear the little dragon start chirping like chirp, chirp, chirp.
Some help you were.
It's just a little dragon. What are you expecting it to do?
Yeah, I know. Well, it's a pretty powerful little dragon.
It's probably still tired.
Okay.
Well, let's get going.
I look at the little dragon to make sure it's okay.
Dan, you make your way across this like now pretty empty chamber towards the little dragon, and as you get closer, it starts like growling at you. And like its hackles come back up.
Hey.
And you step in something slimy. And then slurp.
Fucking.
Suddenly Zan is gone. And Matthew's nasty trap plant has swallowed her up. I did tell you it was there.
I warned you. I warned you.
I was gonna say avoiding the nasty trap plant, but
all right, you all have a good laugh at Zan, I guess. Zan, you take 6 points of acid damage.
Shit.
Can I move my moonbeam so that it's burning the plant?
Oh, is it still there?
Yeah, it stays. I can move it on a bonus action.
Whoa, all right. Yeah, this pillar of light. Yeah, you scoot it over so it's on top of the plant, and it's a constitution save?
And then Zan takes 20 moon damage.
I don't want to burn Zan.
Zan, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Great.
I don't want to burn Zan.
She's inside it.
Then I don't do it.
Well, that was a nat 20, so I think I'm okay.
All right, yeah, I'll say on a nat 20, she's totally fine.
Okay, good. I just burned the plant. Thank you.
I'm constituted.
It got a 10?
No. So that would be 16 radiant damage to Matthew's nasty trap plant.
All right, the plant's looking pretty bad. It's kind of steaming a little bit.
Does it do damage on a save?
It does.
Half, yes.
But I'm going to say you rolled a natural 20. You're fine.
Okay.
If none of you are doing anything for the next 6 seconds, though, it's another round of combat. So I guess it has to make another.
I'm gonna punch it.
You're going to go in the moonbeam?
Oh, no, I guess I can't.
There's just a pillar of radiant light there.
I'm going to try and summon my javelin back and throw it.
Okay. What are you throwing it at?
The pressure point.
Okay, good. Roll an attack.
Please don't miss. Please don't miss.
I could just dispel the fucking moonbeam. It doesn't have to be this difficult.
14.
Sure. Yeah, you hit the pressure point. It slams in. The leaves fall open. And let's see. The plant gets like a 9 on a Constitution save. Zan, you are let out of this pitch black, wet darkness and are immediately blinded because you're standing in the middle of a moonbeam. I guess make a Constitution saving throw?
I dismissed the moonbeam.
Oh, you dismissed the moonbeam. All right. Yeah. Okay. Before it can do any damage, it's gone.
Are you okay, son?
I'm just great.
I don't know if that was our brightest idea.
Kid.
The little dragon is now very, like, it's giving off these, like, distressed little barks. Like, arr, arr, arr,
Hey.
arr.
Well,
And it's like, takes a few steps back into the tunnel.
Should we go? Should we get going? It looks worried.
I'm going to run forward to go help Zan up and like offer my hand. Are you going to take my hand?
yes.
I'll pull you up and dump 6 points of lay on hands
Oh, thank you. That's the exact amount of health that I just lost.
and then run over to the dragon.
Can I communicate with beasts?
Can you?
I mean, I know I can. Can I do that now with this creature? It's an innate ability to communicate with beasts, recognize you as a kindred spirit, but sounds gestures. You can communicate simple ideas, but you can also read its basic mood and intent and learn its emotional state, whether it is affected by magic of any sort, its short-term needs, such as food or safety.
Yeah. Great. You kneel down next to this little bronze dragon and kind of like reach out a hand to try to soothe it.
Hey.
And it butts its head up against your hand and then like grabs your hand with its little hands and gives you a pull. You instantly know this dragon is scared because there is something very big in this room that is going to attack you.
Ah, shit.
And you hear a low growl and the coating of ivy on one side of the chamber lifts up slowly, branches falling off as it pulls itself upright, and there is a just massive version of the thorny creatures you were just fighting, and it gives out a low roar and takes a step forward, and the ground shudders under its weight.
Run for the tunnel.
Wait.
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. I don't want to punch.
Squad?
I scoop up the little dragon. And I reluctantly follow them.
You get shoved into this dark tunnel and pushed along, and behind you, you hear this creature take another shuddering step forward. And then, just as you're all making it into the tunnel, it sticks one of its big hands in there and then rakes it backwards, just like trying to tear into this tunnel to get at you.
Well, hello and welcome to Dice Disasters. This is the part of the show where we stop pretending to be other people and start pretending to be ourselves. I'm Alan, and with me today we have Oliver.
Hi, it's me, your DM.
Our wonderful DM who's making all of this possible. How are you?
I'm pretty good. It's fun to be on equal footing here, where you can't say things like, I do this, and I get to say no, and you don't.
I like being in the part of the show where you can't tell me no. It's fun to have a little bit of say as to what we talk about next.
I guess. Speaking
of, do you want to know what I really want to talk about?
Tell me.
Me and Oliver just took part on one of Allison's Twitch streams like an hour ago.
We got to meet the babies.
Allison got little baby chickens.
Little chicks.
Little chicks.
Little babies.
They're the best. Please, go to Twitch. Her username is PieTinCat, PIETINCAT. Watch the VOD and see her adorable little chickens. Oh.
This is our advertisement for our friend streaming videos of their chickens, I guess.
I don't care.
I love it.
I want to support this wonderful thing and reality that happens. It made me smile so much.
The baby chicks' names are Paloma, Joni, Brenda, and Todd Howard.
It's perfect.
I want to hold a chicken, and they're very cute.
Oh, anyways, thanks for listening to our podcast. We're hoping you're enjoying the story thus far today.
Yeah. Also, Talia has been populating our Tumblr. So if you go to dicedisasters.tumblr.com, you get content.
Yeah.
From Talia, basically.
Yeah, but she's doing an amazing job. I might have reactivated a very long defunct Tumblr account just to be able to heart and respond to things on there.
Yeah, she reblogged the comic I made about being trans and wanting podcasts made by trans people, and now it has 400 notes. This is very... I don't know how she did it. She worked her Tumblr magic on it, and now people like it.
She's magical. But yeah, check us out on the internet. You can find us on Twitter at Dice Disasters, on Instagram at dice.disasters, now on Tumblr. And then also we have our website, dicedisasters.com.
Yeah. And if you share the show, share a link to it or call out your friends and be like, listen to this, then we add you to our spreadsheet of people who have either left a review or talked about the show. And then I pull character names from them, like Logan and Lulu, who you will meet in the second half of this episode.
Yeah, that's Lulu, who is Layla XH on Twitter, and Logan, who is at Does Crime in Minecraft on Instagram stories.
I didn't realize that was their username.
Thank you so much for sharing. And Logan, I am very curious about what crime you do.
I want to know about the Minecraft crimes. I'm going to have to look into this.
I mean, please at us and let us know about these crimes. Oliver and I might both be pretty intense Minecraftians, and we love Minecraft crimes. So please let us know.
We've also had a bunch of people submit items on our website. If you go to dicedisasters.com and click on item submissions, you can give us ideas for what items to stock in Trinket's shop. And the next time people get to go shopping there's going to be a bunch of new ones, which I'm very excited about.
I love to shop. I need to remember to keep making perception checks to find money. Cody is not good at that, but I want to go shopping. Well, again, thanks so much for listening, and we'll stop lollygagging around and get back to the show.
Bye.
Bye.
You've made it into the tunnel on the opposite end of this ivy-filled chamber. This tunnel has none of those glowing fruits in it, but is thankfully a little bit taller, so Max and Jasmin don't need to duck to get through. And since Erica has her dancing lights out, you can all see as you walk down this tunnel.
Nice.
Thanks for the lights, Erica.
Perception check.
Just of the tunnel?
Yeah.
Go for it.
That is a 13.
13. Yeah, the walls are made of those same twisted, gnarled branches as every wall has been made of since you've been in this weird dome out in the growth. Other than that, it's not a remarkable tunnel.
Just a normal tunnel.
Just a regular old tunnel. As you walk, the tunnel gets a little bit wider and eventually opens up into another wide chamber that extends off to the right and left. This chamber is lit by a carpet of glowing mushrooms. And straight ahead, you see a thick wall of branches. Guessing at about how far you've walked, this seems like it might be around where that cylindrical chamber at the center of the dome is. The one that those 50-foot tall rock golems were trying to break into. Actually, as you realize that, you kind of hear a loud rumbling from beneath you and the room shakes a little bit. Probably another rock golem trying to punch that wall.
How is the singing situation here?
It is been getting progressively louder.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, it sounds just like you have headphones on with a song playing. Like, it's actually getting kind of difficult to focus on what the people around you are saying because you're just listening to this song.
Yeah. I think Jasmine's humming again and she doesn't even realize. Well, we found it.
Nice. Let's go.
Well, what did we find?
Where we were going?
Well, yeah, I just don't know what it is.
I don't know.
Scared, but excited. And here we go.
Is it just a flat plant wall? Or is there any like distinguishing features on it?
It is a low, wide chamber that you're in, and it seems to like curve off in both directions as though this is like another circular room around this center wall. As you walk a little bit closer to kind of like get a look at it, you trip a little bit. You stumble over something caught in the mushrooms at your feet.
I will investigate.
Yeah, when you bend down to investigate, you find a small silver box. There's also like a few coins scattered around it. Now that you're looking, as you glance around this room, you can see that there are other glittering objects hidden amongst all the mushrooms.
Well, you know I'm going to pick up the shiny box.
Yeah, you pick up a shiny little box. It's like got a few red gems embedded in the top, and the design is some flowers. There's also like a few indents where maybe some other gems fell out.
Quick, find some gems. We gotta put them in the box lid.
It's pretty.
Can I open it? Is there any kind of latch or lock or anything?
There's a little latch and it has a lock around it, like one of those like tiny little locks, like someone would put on like their diary or something, but it doesn't open.
Damn it.
I used to practice picking those locks when I was little.
Me too.
I guess I'll dump all but a couple of the rocks out of my bag. And then I'll just I'll take a stroll around the immediate area and just throw some shiny things in my bag.
Easter egg hunt that Max is on.
Okay. Great. You watch as Max upends his bag and like 14 rocks come piling out. He scoops like 2 back up. He's like, keep these. And puts his new shiny box. And Max is now wandering around the room looking in the mushrooms.
You pick one up and you go, the pattern is these is inspiring me. I think I could make something out of it. Like maybe a really ugly hat.
It's too real.
That's an egg, not a fish.
Stop making Animal Crossing jokes. They're going to be like 3 months out of date by the time this airs.
So yeah, this room is littered with treasure, basically, is what you'll say.
Yeah.
How big is it?
How big is the room?
Yeah.
Maybe like 40 feet from like where you exited the tunnel to that center cylinder wall. And then it just goes in both directions like for a while and looks like it's curving around this center chamber. So you can't see the ends.
Is there like a door into the center cylinder?
Make an investigation check.
All right.
Can Cody also investigate?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's a 6.
That's a 12 plus 2, 14, but I'm going to use the Bardic Inspiration that I got earlier.
Okay.
It's another 2, so 16.
16. Yeah. So this center wall of branches, they're like tangled and knotted. And as you like get close and kind of like reach out a hand and touch them, they are just a solid wall, and you like kind of like peer through the gaps in the branches, and it looks like it's like a deep wall of thick branches. Like this thing is solid.
Don't see a way in.
Cody, I mean, we've cleared the brush before with fire. I know we're kind of surrounded by it, by plants, but I don't know, maybe we could kind of blast our way in?
Nice.
I can try. Is that what you want me to do? I'll light it up.
I don't know. Does anyone have any other better ideas?
Nah, light him the fuck up.
Sorry, what?
Fire.
I can barely hear you.
I'm gonna light it on fire.
Oh, okay.
Are you okay? Did you get some slime in your ears?
I think we need to resolve Max is going and looking for more stuff.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So Max, roll an investigation check.
Oh boy, that is. Do I have anything to investigation? -1. So 18.
18? Damn.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a really bad roll the way you were leading up to that.
Nope. It's really good.
Well, the four of you are standing around, I guess, like shouting about whether you want to light the room on fire. Max is just kind of wandering around, picking stuff up. Max, you find 18 gold coins, 26 silver coins, and 37 copper coins. You also find a porcelain doll with big blue eyes, a little dress, and a bonnet tied around its head.
Yeah, I don't know if I want that one.
You don't pick it up?
I see it there, and then I think about it for a little bit. And I'm good. I'm gonna leave that one there.
Okay. Aww. Do you tell anyone else that it's there?
No.
Boo.
I don't really want the haunted doll. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. As you're like staring at it,
it stares back.
Yeah. It's like little glass eyes tilt, and so it's looking at you and makes eye contact.
And you've been charmed.
Please pick it up.
Oh God.
Please. I want it.
And its little porcelain mouth slides open.
Oh no.
And you hear a voice that says, "Hi, I'm Riddle Me Baby. Answer my daily riddle to win a prize. Do you want to play?" And the rest of you can hear this.
What the?
You see all of Max's hair standing on end.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you say that we could or couldn't hear this?
You can indeed. It yelled it pretty loud.
What the fuck?
Cody has his hands up about to cast fire, and he's like, what?
What?
There's no way in hell I'm touching this thing.
What was that?
What did you find?
There's just a fucking definitely haunted doll here.
Ooh. The rest of you come over. Yeah, you see like nestled in the mushroom. It's like sideways. Looks like it just was dumped there. And it's a porcelain doll with big eyes and a little dress and a bonnet. And the eyes turn to look at you, each of you, as you walk over.
I kind of want it though.
That's very creepy.
Jasmin. Shh. Being loud.
Sorry, what?
Never mind. What did the doll said something about something? You were close, Max. What did it say?
It has riddles, apparently.
Hey, doll, is there anything that happens if we don't get the riddle?
Hi, I'm Riddle Me Baby.
All right, great.
Answer my daily riddle to win a prize. Do you want to play?
Oh, I really want to play.
Max stands right in front of Zan and points in her face. If you get cursed by this thing, I will abandon you to whatever fate happens.
But look at it. Look at it. What?
What is compelling you?
I don't know. I just really want to. Me, Talia, I really want to.
What do you do?
I think you should do it. I think Zan should do it.
Okay. Real quick. This might be a bad idea, but I burned my hunter's mark, and that was really disappointing.
I'm sorry, baby.
It's okay. I'm going to use my last spell slot, and
Okay.
I'm gonna cast protection from good and evil on myself.
Okay.
So that I don't know if this falls into any of these categories, but aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead have attack disadvantage against me. And I also,
Okay.
if that's what this is, I cannot be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
Great. And what are you going to do now?
I'm gonna pick it up and go, sure. All right, doll, what's your riddle?
Okay, you pick it up and it says, "This is today's riddle. I am always hungry. I must always be fed. The finger I lick will soon turn red. What am I?"
Can I hear it again?
I am always hungry. I must always be fed. The finger I lick will soon turn red. What am I?
Flame.
Yeah.
Correct. And the doll's mouth opens
Great. Good.
and 3 shiny platinum coins come tumbling out and fall onto the mushroom floor. And the doll closes its mouth and says, "Play again tomorrow."
Nice. Hey, Max, you got room in your backpack?
Absolutely not.
Max is 30 feet away.
All right.
Erica says, I do. I can carry it if you want.
Cool. I'm not really sure. Like, I'm okay with it, but I don't want it to fuck up Pat.
Yeah, I'll put it in my backpack.
So I hand it over to Erica.
Okay, yeah, you put it in your backpack and it says, "Into the darkness."
Oh my god.
I pick up the platinum coins from the ground.
Okay, great. Yeah. You got 3 platinum coins, which
Cody
is, I
was
think,
about to
worth-
offer his backpack for 1 platinum coin.
So I got a
It's
deal.
rental service.
Max, where did you get all that money?
Oh, I just found it on the ground before I found the definitely cursed object.
This seems normal.
Was all of that money come out of the doll?
I don't think so.
Maybe.
I don't know why there's so much stuff on the ground.
Yeah, that seems like it might be a hint to something, but I have no idea what it's a hint towards. So let's go examine the thing.
Is it fire time?
Blast, fire time. Yes, I forgot what we were doing.
Great. You hear something clattering off down the right end of the chamber, and then the sound of voices.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
They're like somewhere on maybe the other side of this big cylindrical wall, pretty far from where you are.
Did our dryad friends make it up here somehow?
Fire or no fire? Gotta decide.
Fire,
Fire?
fire.
Jasmin is going to go investigate the noise, I think, but y'all can do fire.
Can Jasmine even hear it?
Can Jasmin even hear it?
Yeah, I'll say at this point, Jasmine, the singing noise, you've gotten used to it enough that you're no longer like completely unable to hear everything around you.
Okay. Yeah, Jasmin is going to wander off. I don't know that she says anything, but she's going to wander off a bit.
All right.
I'm going to follow Jasmine.
Cody, as you're gearing up to cast this spell, the 2 most responsible people in your party wander away.
Leaving Max and Zan just like, yeah, set it on fire. Fuck
Cody
yeah.
has his hands up again. Ready? He's like, "What now?"
Burn it.
And then walks off behind Erica and Jasmine.
Aw.
Yeah, okay. As you round the bend around the side of this big cylindrical chamber, you see 2 humanoid skeletons standing upright facing the center wall. One of them has 2 large horns protruding from their skull, and the other looks like it, when it was alive at least, had 4 arms and is like 8 feet tall. They both have moss and leaves growing on them, and as you look at them, you see the horned one turn towards the 4-armed one and say something. All around them on the ground, you see scorch marks and tiny, shiny objects, some swords stuck like blade first into the branches at their feet. They haven't noticed you. They seem to be arguing about something.
The skeletons. What? Why are they moving?
Are they spooky, scary skeletons?
I think so.
I don't know. Did they send shivers down your spine?
Yes.
I mean, I'm not feeling comfy.
I'm not there.
They're scary. Let's go back to the others. I don't want to.
Do you think they're like guards? Maybe guarding the door into this or something?
I don't know. They're skeletons and they're moving. They shouldn't be doing that.
As the 2 of you are like, I guess most of you are there. You're all there, like peeking Scooby-Doo style, like around to see these skeletons. The one with 4 arms, you see, like, reach down and pick something up off the ground and says, "Well, I think this one's gonna work." And then push it into the wall, and it's silent for a second. And then you see, whoosh, a like ball of bright purple flames kind of shoots out from the wall, and the skeleton jumps backwards, shaking his like 2 arms on that side, going, oh, damn it. Oh, totally thought that one would work. And the horned skeleton kind of like shakes their head. Just watches them try to like pat out the fire on their skeleton arm.
Okay, maybe they're not as scary as I thought, but they're still pretty scary.
Do we want to like introduce ourselves?
Erica's gonna summon her rapier.
Okay.
And like walk towards them and say hello.
The big one with an arm that's like a little bit still on fire turns towards you and is like, "Oh, what's all this then?" And the one with the horns like slowly turns around and like just looks at you and then looks at the Goliath and then looks at you and it's like, "I don't know what these, how did they get in here?"
What's she doing?
The big one's like, "I'll have you know, we are solving a very important case up here." What?
God. Are you a Pokemon?
Excuse me? What's that?
If you were in the know, you would know already. What case are you trying to solve? And sorry, who are you? I'm Erica, she, her.
Oh, I am Private Investigator Logan Dogcatcher, they or he. We are investigating this mysterious anomaly that showed up right in this here forest. Been at it a few months, really close to cracking the case. We got this covered, no need for backup. Investigator Lulu the Gloomy, they or he. And they like point towards the tiefling skeleton who just kind of goes like, hey.
Hi, we're here under orders of the daughters.
Who's that? Whose daughter?
Again, if you were in the know, you would know already. Obviously very important, very confidential. Is this the way into the anomaly, you think?
Oh, of course it is. We've figured that all out. Very clear to us it is. And they kind of like puff up their skeleton ribcage, I guess, a little bit. And Erica, on the wall, like behind them, where they're standing in front of the wall of branches, you see a pattern of glowing flowers. Actually, all of you can see this pattern of glowing flowers. But Erica, with your moonshades on and you look at it, you can read that it says something. "Locked in my tomb, alone I stay. Thick wood walls keep the seekers at bay. Till someone brings me what I need. The treasure to outweigh my greed." And Lulu, the tiefling skeleton, is like, "Okay, yeah, we've been at it for months, trying to figure out what goes in this stupid hole. Everything we put in there just gets flung right back out." And Logan says, "Of course, we have made great strides, ruled out many options, and each day we get a little closer to solving yet another case. Logan and Lulu's private investigators hire us to get it done."
Erica's gonna turn around and yell, "Hey, Zan!
You guys coming back for the fire?
No, we need your riddle master brain. Come back here."
Yeah, all right. I head back over. Hey, what's up?
I read the riddle to the whole party.
I imagine we've probably all cautiously come out at this point then.
Yes.
Awkwardly wave at the skeletons.
Hi.
Oh, wow, you got a big investigation squad, don't you?
Okay, so once I get the whole party gathered, I say, yeah, we're with the Daughters of the Twin Moons, and I turn to the party, and I say, okay, so this wall has another riddle, or at least something that sounds like a riddle. It says, "Locked in my tomb, alone I stay. Thick wood walls keep seekers at bay, till someone brings me what I need. The treasure to outweigh my greed."
I feel like outweigh is an important part of that.
Yeah, probably.
But like there's I mean, nothing springs to mind.
Erica looks to the dragon and says, "Do you know what we need to do here?"
It chirps at you, like, chirp.
Can I try to communicate again?
Sure.
I don't know. It's a thing I can do.
It is a thing you can do. Oh, no, I love it.
That doesn't say any restrictions. Use this forever now.
Except for the part where it does say restrictions where you can't actually speak. But, you know, those restrictions, it does say that are there.
Yes. Where does it say that?
Doesn't it, like, say, like, oh, you can communicate basic concepts?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you reach down and, like, put your hand on the dragon's head again, and it just kind of, like, closes its eyes. Then you can feel that it is excited and hopeful and nervous.
Oh.
And that's what you can feel from the little dragon. Yeah, Logan turns to the rest of you and is like, well, listen, I know obviously about those daughters that you're talking about, and I feel like we've got it covered. So, no need for your help. We're just going to keep on doing our testing then. He goes over and he picks up like a necklace from the ground somewhere. He brings it over and he puts it in the little hole on the wall beneath the message. Kind of just sticks his hand in there with it.
Cody runs and ducks away.
And then you wait a second, and then a burst of purple flames comes out, and he goes, oh, and drops the necklace.
Yeah, that's about what I thought was going to happen there.
Pats his arm off.
Hey, can either of you two pick locks?
Oh, me? Yeah. If I get the proper tools, and I have a few months to work on it, I can pick any lock I can. That's why I'm the greatest investigator there ever was, except for Lulu. And Lulu nods.
Great. Rhetorical question. Don't worry about it.
All right, then.
Cody wants to look at the flowers, like the flower design on the wall that you described. Investigate it, see if he recognizes anything, see anything special about it.
Yeah, make an investigation check.
It's an 18 plus 2, a 20.
Whoa. Okay. Yeah, you're like looking at the patterns that these flowers make, and you don't discern anything from, like, you can't read whatever it is Erica claims these flowers are saying, or like the writing means, but you do recognize these flowers, and you're pretty sure that they show up in Lily's notes somewhere, just from when you had flipped through them like before.
Hey, I recognize these flowers from a doodle in Lily's notes.
Oh, like we can take a look.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Hold on. Is there like maybe like a bigger mushroom or something that we can use as a little table?
Yeah, there's a big mushroom for a table.
Okay, cool. Jasmin will walk over there and like get to her knees and put the book on there and ask for Cody to join her.
It's not a book. It's just some loose pieces of paper she gave you.
Yes, the papers, and like get Cody there, and probably also ask Erica over because she has the goggles.
Mm-hmm.
In the background, Zan's pacing back and forth, going like, "How much does a greed weigh?"
You see math equations just sprouting around her head.
Where did you see it, Cody?
And Cody will kind of flip through and find the page that he's remembering. This one, right here.
Yeah, Erica, you can see little drawings of flowers that match the ones on the wall here. And then there's like a bunch of Lily's neat handwriting, and she talks about how these flowers have only shown up recently, but they are very similar to one that exists like in an old myth. And it was a type of flower that if you ever got lost and you wish really hard for someone to come find you, then those flowers would start to sprout a trail to where you could go to meet up with the people you lost. It's weird, like most of the other entries in here seem to be like medicinal uses or things like that, but this one is like in particular like very like spiritual in a way that you haven't encountered yet.
So this flower is meant to help someone find like They appear when someone was looking for someone. So I feel like it's not so much a treasure, but maybe a person.
That makes sense. The person singing is lonely. They're missing someone. But that also explains why it keeps calling people here but that means that it's probably
I look at the dragon.
Wait. It's the dragon.
The dragon kind of like looks up at all of you and kind of like curls up in a ball a little bit. Like, it's like, why are all of the people looking at me?
Can I like pick the dragon up and kind of like vaguely
Just
sort
shove
of
it in the hole?
hold it? No, like sort of hold it towards the hole and see if it reacts. If it's like, no, or like, yeah.
Yeah, I say, Zan, you have a pretty good rapport with this little dragon at this point. So you go and you pick it up and it's like, chirp, chirp. And you hold it out towards the hole and it just kind of looks at you and like tilts its head to the side a little bit. Are you going to stick it in the hole?
Can I do an investigation check on the hole first?
Sure.
Like, is it like suspiciously dragon shaped?
This hole is made for dragon.
Roll an investigation check.
This suddenly got very Junji Ito.
Well, that's a 5, so...
You're like, this dragon would probably fit in this hole.
I try to put the dragon in the hole.
Oh, no.
Okay, sorry.
Listen, I did an investigation check and it told me that the dragon would fit in the hole.
She did. She's staying true to her role. Oh my god. I can breathe. All right, Zan, you kind of like are holding this dragon out, I guess, like by the armpits or something, just like pushing it towards the hole. And it like gets up to like where the hole is and kind of like instinctively like pulls its limbs in a little bit. And now it's just like the perfect size. You can fit it into the little hole. And you kind of place it in there and nothing happens for a second. And then you hear a creaking noise and the branches surrounding the dragon start pulling backwards. They start like untangling from each other and opening up, revealing a hole into the space beyond.
See, okay.
Oh my god, that worked?
You made it sound like that was the worst idea.
So the 5 of you plus your 3 animal companions and these 2 weird skeleton investigators are standing near this opening. The dragon just kind of like, when the branches pull away, like flutters down to land at your feet and then like looks over the edge. You're standing, I guess, like near the top of a massive cylindrical room. When you look down through the hole, like on the side, the ground is like 200 feet below you. The room's at least that wide. And all over the room, there are these massive just tree trunks sprouting from the floor and going straight up all the way into the surface of the dome. The entire chamber is lit by small glowing flowers that you recognize as these, I guess, like pathfinding flowers from Lily's notes, which dot along the walls and the branches of the trees. And you can see into this chamber.
Jasmin will walk in.
Wait, sorry, it's below us.
Oh, yeah. You're like 200 feet up from the bottom.
Oh, all right.
Well, I won't then.
Yeah, I don't know. I assumed there was a way down.
No, it's just a sheer walls around.
Oh,
All right.
Are any of those flowers down flowers?
Yeah, you like peer around in this room. Actually, roll a perception check for me.
I'll help if I can.
Yeah, you were already looking around.
Ooh, 5 plus 2, 7.
13, 9 plus 4.
Yeah, the 2 of you kind of like look around and you can like barely like make out what's going on the floor of this room. And you can't tell from here whether there's like magical gravity shifting flowers.
Well, that'll be a great time for the feather fall plan we had back when we were planning on going up.
You want to jump?
Yeah.
I mean,
Can I hold your hand? holds a hand out to Cody.
I need both hands to cast it, but then yes.
Oh, okay.
And so he'll open up his menu and hold out his card and go, okay, let's float, buddy. And hits Featherfall and grabs Jasmin's hands and he's cast it on our party, the 5 of us.
Okay, yeah, the humans.
Yes.
The skeletons can go fuck themselves.
Yeah, you look over and they don't have they're just like skulls for faces, but they are just like completely in shock. All 4 of Logan's arms are like spread out like, what the fuck? What? It was a dragon all along. And he like grabs Lulu by the shoulders and starts shaking him like, it was a dragon all along.
Can we jump in and I just like wave bye to them?
Yeah, actually, as the 5 of you leap off of this little like platform into this giant cylindrical room and start to float downward,
Bye.
the branches start closing back up. And the last thing you see of these 2 skeletons is just them like Logan like excitedly jumping up and down and pointing at the hole and then being like, oh shit, and then it's closed up. And you can't get it.
Wow, they're really bad investigators.
Listen, they're trying their best.
Wow, they're really bad at this, huh?
Not everyone has a magical dragon.
It's almost like they're really bad at this.
It's almost like they're just kind of shitty.
Like, I'm sure neither of them would just walk into one of Matthew's nasty traps.
Listen.
As Zan and Cody kind of glower at each other and you all float slowly downwards.
Checking on the dragon.
The dragon is like excitedly, it's like standing on your shoulders, Zan, and like looks very excited to be in this room. You all just float slowly downward through this massive chamber. And as your feet touch down lightly on the floor, Jasmin, the song you've been hearing is so loud now. You are overwhelmed by how sad, how lonely this voice is. Every fiber of your being is pulling you towards it, to comfort it, to soothe its pain. The little dragon actually lets out like a sad, low wail when you reach the floor.
Hey.
And Jasmin, you no longer need that pendant that Ash gave you to lead you towards the source.
Yeah.
You know that somewhere among these towering trees, in this eerie interior forest, the source of the disturbance is calling to you, begging you to find it.
I think Jasmin probably has like tears streaming down her face, and as soon as her feet touch the ground, she takes off running.
Find us on Twitter @DiceDisasters, and we have more information about the show and the cast at DiceDisasters.com.
Our website was made by Allison Otting, who plays Erica.
Dice Disasters is edited by Alan Brazzell, who plays Cody.
Our cover art is made by our DM, Oliver Northwood.
Our theme song is by People Need Goals, who you can find on Bandcamp or on Twitter @PeopleNeedGoals. Their music is incredible, and I'm really happy with the music. It sounds really cool.
Dice Disasters will be updated weekly for the next little bit. For those of you who enjoy the show, it would be amazing if you would subscribe and leave a review. See you next week!
And like walk towards them and say hello.
One sec, I gotta take my sweater off.
Gotta get prepped for these characters.
Yeah.
Everybody knows skeletons can't wear sweaters.
Skeletons don't wear clothes.
Oliver's now in the nude.
I'm now completely naked. Finally, I can podcast like God intended.
That's why it's an audio medium.
It is.
Yeah, I've actually been naked this whole time. It just never came up.
Y'all own clothes?
Please support our Patreon.
Burn all your clothes. Don't need them anymore.